What are the word formation processes in morphology? Imagine building words like assembling Lego blocks. Each process is a different way to create new words from existing parts or ideas. Today, we're exploring how words grow and change in language. One common way is affixation. Think of adding pieces to a Lego block. In language, this means attaching small parts called affixes to a root word. For example, adding "un" to happy makes "in" happy, or attaching "ness" to kind turns it into kindness. There are two types: prefixation, which adds at the start, and suffixation, which adds at the end. Another process is conversion, also called zero derivation. Here, a word changes its role without adding anything. For example, the word run can be a verb as in "I run every day," or a noun as in "I went for a run." The word stays the same, but its function shifts depending on how you use it. Clipping is like trimming a long rope into a shorter one. It shortens words while keeping their meaning. For example, laboratory becomes lab and influenza becomes flu. This makes speech quicker and easier. Back formation is a bit tricky. It happens when people remove what they think is an ending or affix from a word. For example, donate came from donation by removing the tien ending. Sometimes, people do this because they see a word and assume it was formed differently. Compounding joins two whole words together. Think of toothbrush or raincoat. Each part keeps its meaning, but together they make a new word that describes something specific. Blending mixes parts of two words to create a new one. For example, smog combines smoke and fog. It's like blending ingredients to make a new flavor. These words are shorter and often catchier. Borrowing is when one language takes words from another. For example, English borrowed ballet from French or ketchup from Chinese. Over time, these words become part of everyday speech. Acronyms and initialisms are formed from the first letters of a phrase. NASA is an acronym pronounced as a word, while FBI is an initialism said letter by letter. They make long names easier to say and remember. Reduplication repeats all or part of a word. Think of bye-bye or TikTok. It's common in children's language and informal speech to make words sound playful or to emphasize. Sometimes, new words are created completely from scratch. This is called novel creation. It's rare but happens when speakers need to describe something new or unique. Finally, analogy is when people make new words based on existing ones. For example, cheeseburger was formed by analogy with hamburger. They use familiar patterns to create new terms easily. All these processes work together to keep language fresh and flexible. They help us express new ideas, adapt to changes, and keep communication flowing smoothly. Understanding how words are formed shows how language is always growing and evolving.